What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati, and as always, I'm joined by the podcast dad himself, Choops. How we doing, bud?
Oh, it's almost the weekend. I get to see you tomorrow night. At Rumble at Rhine, guys. So I I am excited for that. I give you a lot of shit on here, but I am excited to go watch wrestling with you live again. We haven't done that since
it's been a while.
The Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so it's been entirely too long.
It has been too long, and this will be the first where both of the significant others are there too, right?
No, Rumble.
Oh yeah.
We're all at the Rumble, but first time.
Oh yeah. I've never been to this Rhine, guys.
Really?
Never.
Huh? You're in for a treat. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be a really good time.
I did forget about the Rumble. We did have a great time at the Rumble, actually. There was one of those nights I may have blacked out, so that may have been why I forgot.
Oh, you mean the first night that we were there?
Hey man, I was on vacation.
So was I, and I had to wait until fucking midnight.
Did I carry her down the stairs to eat the Taco Bell? I did. I remember that.
That's not all you did, but we'll say that's an off-camera conversation. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, give us a follow on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, do us a favor. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. We need your help to get there. Every little bit helps. Every comment, every like, every share, it all helps us with the algorithm. Podcast Dad, what else should our friends do?
Tell everybody, hey, Ben Bishop is subscribed to our channel.
Yeah.
You think you're cooler than Ben Bishop? I don't think so. So you should subscribe to the channel. That's my sell today. That's my sell.
Couldn't have said it better myself. We get to see him.
If you don't subscribe, you think you're cooler than Big Trouble. So, hey, you live with that. How about that?
I know I'm not cooler than Big Trouble. I know that I'm not.
I know you're not. Everybody knows that.
I'm just not. It's okay. All right. What's that mean?
Nothing. I love you.
Yeah. Love you too. And also show some love for our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net on all social media platforms. We've got something pretty big brewing here in the works. I'm hoping that we can get some details out soon, but it does involve 24 hours of the Main Event Wrestling Network. So I can't fucking wait.
As we're talking here, also Gorilla Press Apparel, please make sure that you are checking them out. They have a lot of good stuff. We are getting a shipment soon.
Yep.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see some of the fun, awesome t-shirts that they have. I'm pumped. But as we're recording, the lovely and distinguished podcast mom just sent me a meme that says she's a 10, but she doesn't believe in Joe Hendry. What do you do there?
It's a no for me. But I mean, to be fair, I have a 10 and he believes in Joe Hendry. So yeah,
I also have a 10 that believes in Joe Hendry.
Look at us.
Hey, cheers.
Let's cheers to that. To 10s that believe in Joe Hendry.
Also, Action Wrestling. Shout out.
Yes, they've got Dean coming up in a couple of weeks. That is going to be over Double or Nothing weekend, I believe, right outside of that arena. Congratulations to Matt Griffin. This was one of the most talked about shows over WrestleMania 40 weekend last year. Yes, and the fact that he gets to partner with AEW to put the second one on is just really fucking cool.
Yeah, main event moves.
All day, every day. Podcast day, we got a lot to break down here and not a lot of time to do it. Let's look back a little bit at NXT from Tuesday night, since we did not do a show last night. Had some new number one contenders crowned for the NXT men's and women's championships. Just give me your thoughts, man.
Surprised by Riley Osborne. That's or not Riley Osborne. Did I say that right? Or is it Miles Bourne?
Miles Bourne. I was gonna say Riley was released.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I know. I'm getting everybody mixed up right now. It's been quite a day, and it's nowhere near over. But little surprised by young Randy Orton getting this win. Did not expect to see that, but I think the issue we've been having is we're running out of credible men's challengers. How do you make credible men's challengers like this? win the battle royal, have your opportunity. We say it all the time when we talk about Coastal Empire Wrestling, like the opportunity's there. It's knocking. Go kick the door down, right? And there's an opportunity here now to have a great showing against Obafemi, and if he can do that, like, you might have another main event star in your hand. Obviously, they think pretty high of him to let him win this, give him the title shot, and see what he can do against Obafemi. So I wouldn't say like disappointed, but like I think I'm pleasantly surprised in the direction they went, because they could have gone the easy route and done a Javon Evans, done a Trick Williams, Ethan Page, one of those. But they went with Osborne, and I'm not mad at it. I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, and you've already kind of talked about this. A lot of passing resemblance to Randy Orton. That's passes the airport test right there. And there's a meme. It's gone viral. Like that's the kind of stuff that
it's the name of the game right now.
To stand out. Give yourself, get those eyes on you. However you need to do that. And that's all he's done. He's done it by being himself. We've always known that he's a great wrestler. It's just now, getting the machine to also believe and give him those opportunities. No quarter catch crew. I like that they've kind of evolved into they're almost kind of like another metaphor as far as just a different collective of all these people that have these different skills. And when they come together, they're just really, really fun to watch. We're starting to see Charlie Dempsey get a little bit more lighthearted in ways that we would have never seen his dad at, if he was his dad at his age at this point in time. Same thing with Tavion Heights. They're also getting to do a lot of stuff with Bloodsport. They are getting to show that they are legitimate hookers. And then when those opportunities in NXT come around, they take advantage of them. They're making their name elsewhere and showing that they are threats to any championship within NXT right now, and that's what you need to do for a guy like Miles Bourne. And he's also got the size that it's not going to be a complete David versus Goliath type situation. So this, so it's not necessarily a walk in the park for Obafemi. But it's nowhere from like a meets his match sort of thing.
Speaking of walking, a fun surprise in that battle royal. Who wants to walk with Elijah? So we've seen, we've seen Elijah. We saw
Ash by Elegance.
Yep, we saw Ash. There was one more that came back recently. It's gonna bug me. There's one more, and it was like a men's match that just came back.
We can count the Hardys too.
The Hardys, like we've seen. That one's gonna bug me all day. Fandango.
Yes, JDC.
Yeah, yes. So we saw him come back as well. I like it. It gets a nice little pop. It's fun. Yeah. They're still playing their TNA characters, so I enjoy it. I thought the Battle Royal was well booked. Joe Hendry and Trick Williams look like they are on a crash course for the TNA World Championship. That could go either way, honestly. Like, I could see Trick winning that. I really could. Exciting stuff. Like that I thought it was booked very well, and like you said, we might have somebody that could be something relatively soon. Like this is a test, and like, it's not like you said, the David and Goliath thing. Like, it's okay. You can see the kid is built. He can wrestle. Like, he has a look to him. So go for it. Like, it's on Battleground, so it's not like it's the super big major show, but you're going to be in a main event spot. Whether I don't think they're going to main event, but they will be in a main event spot. So it's exciting to see.
Yeah, one more comparison before we move on to the women's side of things. It's like Backlash 2003, Brock Lesnar had just regained the WWE Championship. Kurt Angle had gone away. His opponent at that show, John Cena. He was not nearly the name that he had become a year later when we're looking at strapping that rocket to him. But they were they were taking the opportunity to see what they had on their hands. And that's what we're seeing with Miles Bourne, especially given the Randy Orton comparisons. I'm super excited. That's all. On the women's side of things, Jordan Grace getting the win, the new number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship podcast. I saw this. It really was. I mean, we know these two can go. I mean, the chemistry is overall is very solid. There's some things that didn't look so great. which is what it is. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to get your thoughts on this. Pinfall loss for Julia. I've seen some hot takes on it, but I want to see what you think. Is she losing her luster already?
Nope. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. She's on the main roster. Like, she's showing up on the main roster, attacking the Raw Women's Champion. How is she losing luster? She's mixing it up with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Tell me how she's losing luster. I don't think so at all. She's not long for NXT. Like, I think we got our run with Julia in NXT. Now they're working the heel stuff, and she's showing up on the main roster. So, do you want her to then go to Battleground and lose to Stephanie? Like, is that what you want? You want to talk about losing luster? It's losing another title match. She lost a competitive match where she worked the night before on Raw. Like, so you can play that story about how she's been being double booked. I don't think she's losing luster at all. That's just my opinion.
No. I'm in the same camp as you. I think a lot, because we do get so caught up in aura and all of these external X factor things, and protecting a talent is important to a degree for sure. But they're also very, very calculated losses. I mean, we've had the conversation I don't know how many times about Gunther. While he's has when we look at the sample size, 5 losses, 3 of them within the last year. That's when you're kind of panicking based on the sample size. Is all that I'm saying. So,
I agree.
Yeah. Let's move on to Dynamite last night. Dude, I don't know if you saw my video on TikTok, but the year of the justified crash out continues. Will fucking Ospreay takes that crown last night. Yeah,
and hey. You called it. I'm gonna give you your due. You called it. You threw this out on I think it was TikTok, if I'm not mistaken, or Instagram, one of the two. But you threw it out there, and you told them, like, this is the year of the crash out. We are seeing it literally everywhere, and it's working. Yep. It's so working. Like, I love it. Actually, it's excuse me, sorry, that snuck up on me. It's a lot of fun. It's something as far as like some of the people that have been doing it, as far as a Karrion Kross, a Becky Lynch. I'm trying to think of
John Cena,
and now Will Ospreay. Something that we've wanted to see. Right, 3 of those I think have been like I wouldn't say stale, but we want to see that next level. And not to say Becky Lynch is not at that next level, but like I don't think any of us wanted to see the man gimmick again. We wanted to see something different. And this is different. A nice heel Becky Lynch who's coming in like, I am the man, and it's not for you guys, it's for me. And now Ospreay's going, man, I'm one of the best wrestlers in the world. I'm tired of getting treated like crap. I'm tired. I'm not going to lay down anymore. This is what I needed from Ospreay, because I think we're missing that character piece. He's a great wrestler, phenomenal wrestler, probably the best wrestler in the world right now.
Yeah.
But having fantastic 5-star, 10-star, 12-star matches is only going to get you so far. Like, you got to put that character on top of it to go real next level, and he's done that.
Because it's obviously I think AEW great choice for Will Ospreay as far as where he's signed. You can't help but wonder and imagine what the road not traveled might look like. What would Will Ospreay, where would he fit into today's WWE landscape? Again, one of the very best workers on the planet. But because that character development is still quite literally in development, it almost seems offensive to say, well, searching NXT for Will Ospreay. But then you wonder, would he have made it to the main event scene as quickly as he has in AEW, just given the fact that he's still kind of bringing this character along?
No. AEW is perfect for Ospreay. Like, I don't know if I would want to see him in WWE, to be honest, because I just don't think we'd be getting the same stuff, right? I just don't. I don't like. We wouldn't be getting these fantastic matches at all. It wouldn't be the same. And no. I think we've seen, some of the higher talent indie guys go to WWE before. It hasn't worked out. Yes, that was an old regime, but like, look what Ricochet's doing right now.
Yeah.
Never got the opportunity to do that. Like, we have never seen this character from Ricochet before. And you would have thought, if anywhere, it would be WWE, but didn't happen. So Ospreay's in a good spot. Yeah. Speaking of crashing out and speaking of Ricochet, have you seen the tweets?
Yep. It's been a busy
him and John Evans.
God. I love Ricochet. I really, really do. He's forever one of my favorites. I mean, back to Prince Puma and Lucha Underground. I don't know. Sometimes social media just ain't that serious. It shouldn't be. And Javon Evans calling Tony Khan a crackhead. That took me out. Dude. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah,
that was crazy.
Busy today.
That was crazy. And I think Javon's deleted the tweets, but holy crap! Yep. Like that was. Can't we all just get along?
Fuck wrestling tribalism.
Can't we all just get along?
It's, a podcast that all the more reason people should subscribe to our YouTube channel. I agree. Just tell one person. Continue.
How do you feel about the other report coming out about WWE keeping a very close eye on AEW's crossover with CMLL? That show coming up. Have you seen that report?
I haven't, but it wouldn't surprise me.
So it's essentially, hey, we're keeping an eye on this because we just bought AAA, and kind of like they got Stephanie Vacour last year, it's kind of a, hey, if there's anybody on this show that might impress us, we're gonna go offer them because now we have a new baby and we need to fill that roster as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that should surprise anybody. It shouldn't. That's the name of the game. We're not like in a. Go ahead, sorry.
Do you think there's going to be an overreaction on Tony's part? Like trying to sign all these people so
probably
doesn't get
that. That tends to be. I mean, he definitely felt some type of way about how everything went down with Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, I just don't see how you wouldn't, because again, massive match, massive opportunity. You think that you're kind of laying the foundation for her to make her AEW debut within the calendar year of 2024, and then not even a month later she signed. Because I mean, it's for all the talk about contracts and tampering, and obviously from the legal standpoint I can understand that, but there isn't anything as far as a look at the major North American sports. There's no hey, you can't have contact with people until the league year stuff that kind of comes with collective bargaining. So I mean, it's always going to be something in the business related to finding talent. Everybody's going to find a way to have a contact to get a hold of somebody.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about how they buried Kevin Knight last night?
Yeah,
I saw that all over the internet. You think he got buried? He lost to Okada.
Yeah, no, it's like I just want. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this. Like, not every single loss is a burial. Like, no. Like, and I feel like we do a pretty good job on our show of talking through. Okay, well, let's look at let's deconstruct the finish of how this match went down. Yes, it goes down statistically as a loss, but let's look at all the other factors around it. It's all about the context of it. Like, you're getting to work a program with one of the all-time greats, or at least work a match with him. Like, yeah, there was no way that he was going to walk out with a win over fucking Okada when we know that they're trying to build to Okada versus Omega at some point in this calendar year. Like,
he also got attacked pre-match.
Yeah.
Like, Rush attacked him. Like, what do you mean he got buried? Like, there's an excuse right there. Like, I don't.
Yeah, that's the point.
the fact that people are saying he's being buried is, I think it's crazy. Like, he had a great match with Ospreay, which I don't think anybody thought he was going to win, but he had a great match with Ospreay. And then
there were some people who thought he was going to win.
There were, Ian. And then loses to Okada after being attacked. Like, he didn't get buried. I've seen that a little bit on the internet, and I don't. I gotta stop looking at the internet, I guess.
Yeah,
that's it.
Backlash.
What else you like? Yeah. Rhino was there.
Yes, very cool. He has wrestled for basically fucking everybody now in his career, and I'm so happy for him.
Yep. And then the Nick Wayne, Christian Cage.
I love that interruption there.
That split is coming.
Yep.
Which way do you think it goes?
Nick Wayne. You have to put him over now.
But as far as face heel dynamic, is Nick Wayne going to be the heel, or do you think Christian's going to be the face so he can join Cope?
I would say keep Christian heel for this, mostly because we know that the reunion is coming sooner than later. Cope has made it pretty clear that he's got to kind of make every match count at this point right now, and we're definitely running on E right now as far as the overall career and kind of being done. I would say, and this affects FTR too. Let's reestablish them as badass heels for a while before we even need to tease
him the titles
and Chris. Yeah. And we know that there's a lot going on with Hurt Syndicate right now and all of that stuff, but there's all these things and all these side quests that can keep everybody busy until it's time to flip that switch. I think Christian Cage in this case should be the heel. Nick Wayne is a real likable dude. No reason for him not to be the babyface in this, like, especially when you got your mom in your corner, getting tired of Christian talking down to all of them. Like, it's just,
maybe
it makes sense.
Mama Wayne might, still enjoy a little Christian Cage in their life. Yeah. Backlash. 5 matches, 4 title matches. We'll start at the bottom here. Dominic Mysterio defends the Intercontinental Championship against Penta.
Mm-hmm.
Is Finn going to cost Dom, or are we going to get another month?
I think we're going to get another month because Finn versus AJ is Monday night. And I think that's where things will start to come to a head because this should be a match that AJ wins. And Finn needs to say, hey, where the hell were you guys? You didn't help me out here. They get ejected this time.
That's what's going to happen is Finn, JD, whoever's going to help Dom win.
Yep.
But that's not going to happen for Finn. So I would agree. Dom gets the win here. I don't think it hurts Penta. I know I said I was a little worried about that, but I don't. Yeah. If it's a smudge kind of thing, I think we're okay.
Yeah. Context is king.
4-way for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu defends against LA Knight. Yeah. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. This one,
is the dark horse match of the night.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. This is
gonna be great. Give me McIntyre. I think Solo is going to cost Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I think it's time to get the train rolling on that breakup. Jacob Fatu does not need Solo Sikoa or the Tongans. Solo definitely needs Jacob Fatu much more than Jacob Fatu needs Solo. So yeah, let's get this. Yeah, let's get this going because at this point, this can free Jacob up for Money in the Bank.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think Jacob needs the title either. Like giving him the title at Mania was a big moment and it was awesome.
Yeah, he earned it. Worked his ass off.
But I don't think he needs a title to stay relevant. So, not to say that Drew needs it to stay relevant, but Drew's not challenging for the world title anytime soon. So.
Yeah, have him run because it becomes the upper mid card division rather than just a mid card title with Drew McIntyre holding it. Yeah,
correct. Pat McAfee takes on Gunther. God, out of all the matches on this card, yes, I'm going to say it. I am most excited for this one.
Well, it has been nice knowing you, Patrick McAfee. This is just,
With that said, I'm most excited for this. I'm also the most nervous for this one because they need to book this correctly or there might be an issue.
Okay, give me a quick 30 seconds on why.
I think they need to book it and have Gunther beat the ever-loving piss out of Pat McAfee.
Play with his food, yeah.
Pat can get a little bit of offense. In no way, shape, or form should Pat McAfee be anywhere close to beating Gunther. Yep. I want Gunther to destroy him.
Michael Cole, would be nice if they did the little white towel spot with him where he teases it just to try to help his friend out because he has also been the focus of this.
Don't even tease it.
Expect a lot of that. Yeah.
Don't even tease it. Have him throw in the towel. Like, do that. Okay. Like, that's fine too. Like, just have Gunther, like, just keep beating the shit out of him until, like, it forces Michael Cole's hand. Like, he needs to come out of this looking so strong. Or it's I don't know. Yeah. You can't lose to Pat McAfee. I'm sorry. I love Pat. You can't lose to a commentator.
That would be a bad booking decision, no matter who. I mean, it could be the commentary could be Lawrence fucking Taylor, and it would be no, don't.
Well, that'd be a bad decision too. Look how it worked out for Bam Bam.
Yeah. Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch taking on Lyra Valkyria. Podcast Dad, I was pretty bullish about Becky walking out with the title here, but I don't fucking know. I was in the gym today and just thinking about this match, and I especially with the fact that she's getting the comparisons to that guy.
I don't think she does. I think Lyra wins. I think it may be like a kind of, I don't want to say it's not going to be like a smosh finish, but kind of like a surprise.
Yeah.
For Lyra, and that leads to another match, and that maybe that's when Becky takes it off. But
honestly, it should. Yeah, because
extend the story.
We have wanted this. We've wanted a credible story for these championships since they've been introduced. They're finally doing that with the Intercontinental Championship. We'll see what happens with Zelina Vega next and kind of who they have lined up for her. But
it's gonna be Chelsea.
We'll see.
Look at her; she's so somber.
I'd rather see her as Miss Money in the Bank.
That would be fun too. That'd be a lot of fun. And then and this is it.
Yep.
Cena and Orton.
Last time ever.
Last time. Who wins?
My childhood, a piece of it is dying this weekend. John Cena retains. This story ain't over. Love Randy, but this ain't over.
No, I think Cena retains. Man. Yeah, this is
end of an era.
This is the end of an and it truly is, right? We had the Shawn Michaels, Taker, Hunter thing, and all of them kept wrestling for a little while, but
no, they didn't.
This is Taker and
we
Hunter.
Don't talk about
Taker and Hunter did. But
two of those three did.
Yes. But this truly is like, if you were around in 2002, like this is 23 years later, you're like, man, this is it.
Yep.
Like this is. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. It's going to be one of the slowest matches we've ever seen in our lives, but I'm excited for this.
And this is one of those just I can't help but think of that Homer Simpson meme as a kid, and then as an adult, like this is exactly what it is, and it'll never get old. It's gonna suck to. You've said it best. We're gonna miss Cena when he's gone, and he's proving that now. Like that has been the goal of this farewell tour. So,
and look, like you're gonna tell your grandkids, you're gonna tell your kids, like I saw the first, I saw the last. It was all great.
Yep.
I mean, feud to define an era for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. As always, make sure to follow us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the Main Event Wrestling Network, GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com, promo code WJP2024 gets you 25% off site-wide. We will be back on Monday breaking down Backlash. We've got some incredible guests lined up for next week as well. Go check out TWE Sink or Swim streaming live this week on weekend on IWTV. Super Strong Style 16, the Tournament for Progress. Both nights are on Triller TV Plus now as well. Podcast Dad, it is great to see you. I will see you tomorrow at the Rumble at Rheingeist. And I'll wait to have some bevies.
Subscribe to the social media because there may be some content tomorrow. Just a heads up, folks.
Yes.
Just a heads up.
You know what? Hell yeah. Love the energy. Podcast Dad, it's great to fucking see you as always. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. That's Podcast Dad. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. Until next time, enjoy the grab.